Now, you know what pisses me off? Every time I want to go ride when I'm off, it's going to rain. Look at that. Look at that bullshit. Look at all the rain coming in. Pisses me off. It's an everyday struggle with me around here. So, I finally had to do something, and I ended up buying a car. And this is what I got. Yeah, that's a Mini Cooper. 2013 Mini Cooper. Yeah, I don't know what else is there to say. It's a fucking putt-putt car, man. It's neat though, I like it. It's a fun little bastard. But I've got to go to the gym now. So I'm going to get in the car and we're going to go to the gym. So yeah, I ended up buying this thing because we really are at that point where we need a second car. I haven't had my own car in a long time. Probably going on close to 4 years now. It's been a while. Because when I was at one of my previous jobs, I always rode my motorcycle to work, like year round. 30-degree weather, I was on my bike. But I had a parking deck to park it in. Or I at least worked somewhere where I didn't have to worry about it getting stolen because we were off the beaten path or something. I work downtown now. And obviously, given my history with this bike, I'm a little leery of somebody snatching it. And I got to park on the street and walk 2 blocks into work. So, yeah, riding it to work doesn't work anymore. And we've only got the Jeep, and my wife's always complaining about me having the Jeep and her being stuck at the house. And I'm like, you know what? It's time. We need to do it. And so I started looking a few weeks ago. And I found a 2009 Clubman. Well, let me back up. I actually went to the dealership to test drive a smart car. Because I'm thinking, I just want to get something cheap, economical, something that, bare minimum. Because honestly, I didn't want to buy a car. I didn't want the extra bill. I really couldn't afford much. So my expectations were low, and my desire to have a car was low. And I went and test drove the smart car, and I hated it. It was awful. Like, I'm okay with an underpowered car, but that car basically, I felt like it was going to stall on a slight incline. It was not the car for me. Not for the price, anyway. I was going to buy it, just because it was cheap. But after dealer fees and taxes and all that, the price was going to be just more than I wanted to go for what it was. So I think it was like the next day they emailed me. It's like, hey, is there anything else that you are interested in? And my wife had mentioned they had a Mini Cooper, and I always thought they were neat, but I never really considered owning one. Well, they were like, is there anything else that you like on the lot? I'm like, well, what's the story with this Mini Cooper? And they said, why don't you come in and test drive it? I'm like, all right, let's go test drive it. So I went and test drove it, and I fell in love with it. Drove great. It was the Clubman model, which was a little bigger than this one. It had a third door on the passenger side, which was really nice if I wanted to get the kids in and out. It was turbocharged, which was really nice. And it was great. And so he came back, and we agreed on a price. And I was like, fuck yeah, we're actually going to make this happen. This is awesome. Got the financing, got everything that I wanted, signed the papers. We were getting ready to sign the papers. I'd walk back out the car to show my wife something and take another look at it. And I noticed that there was water leaking from the rearview mirror. Now, on these cars, the windshield kind of goes high and up above the headboard. Or the, not headboard, but the headliner. So I was thinking, maybe there's a leak there and it's just dripping down. I'll have them look at it and fix it. And they said, yeah, that's not a problem. We'll take care of it. I'm like, okay. Because it wasn't a big leak at all. It was very, very minor. And so I was like, okay, well, we can do this. So I went and signed the papers, and we got in it to leave. And when I got in it, the check engine light came on. All of the electrical started, like, flashing on the dash, like all the warning lights. I'm like, the fuck? So I went and got my sales lady. I'm like, hey, what the hell? She's like, I don't know. I went and put gas in it. It wasn't doing that. I don't know. She's like, you want to take it home and then bring it back tomorrow and let the technicians look at it? I'm like, I'm not taking delivery of this until it's been checked out. And They checked it out the next day. They called me. They said, yeah, there's something wrong with the electrical, and we're not going to put any more money in it to fix it. We're just going to sell it at auction. Like, all right, that's fine. Canceled it out. So the problem was is I really wanted a Mini Cooper because I really liked driving it. So I went and test drove a couple of other ones. There was another one that I kind of liked. It was kind of high miles, and we just couldn't get there on the price. And then I found this one, and this one doesn't have the turbo. That's the only complaint I have about it. It doesn't have the turbo. But it is a 6-speed manual, and it is a fucking blast to drive. I mean, it is phenomenal. It's got a little 4-cylinder engine in it. I get somewhere, on average, I get 33 miles to the gallon, on average. On highway, it's even a little higher. I went from here to Atlanta on a half a tank of gas, and that's about a 3.5 hour drive. 2.5, 3.5, depending on, you know, traffic conditions and whatnot. And I actually bought it the Wednesday before, or it was actually last Wednesday before I went to Atlanta for Do It With Dan's meetup. And I actually went out there. I had a blast out there at the meetup. Wow Motorcycles is super cool. If you guys ever get the chance to go out there and see the shop, it's well worth it. James is probably one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life. Real cool, laid back dude. It was a good time. Very busy though, man. It was busy, and good times. I got to hang out with some people that I haven't seen in a while, and met a lot of new people. You know, it was fun, but I didn't get a lot of footage. I got some footage of the drive, but my GoPro was giving me trouble, so I didn't get a whole lot. And the main reason why I didn't get a lot of footage was I know Dan's gonna have all that footage on his channel, and I'm not trying to piggyback my channel off of him. You know, he has had, you know, awesome success with his channel, and I don't want to ever seem like I'm taking advantage of the friendship him and I have by trying to piggyback off his channel. That's not what I'm about. If this channel is successful, I want it to be successful on its own merits. And I never want to put myself in a position to make it seem like I'm taking advantage of my friends. And I consider Dan a good friend. So, you know, that is what it is. So if you guys want to check out the meet and see what happened, go to Do It With Dan's channel. I don't even have to link it. Y'all probably know who he is. I had an absolute blast over the weekend, though. You know, it was a ton of fun. It was a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be anyway. And my hotel was actually pretty nice. It was freshly remodeled. I slept great Saturday night, but I didn't even get home until like 10:30 Sunday. So Monday morning, I was like, I want to fucking die and never wake up. I was so tired. I went to bed at like 9 and slept all night and woke up thinking, man, I could go back to bed for like 3 more hours. But I didn't, because, you know, they like it when I show up to work. I mean, I don't do anything when I'm there, but, you know, that's not true. I try to be as unproductive as I can, but people keep making me do stuff. But yeah, I totally killed my diet when I was out at the meetup. I ate Moe's and hot dogs, and I mean, I didn't do terrible. I mean, I had a burger though at this sports bar that was fantastic, man. It had A1 sauce on it, on Texas toast, and it was pretty damn good. But that's why I'm on my way to the gym to work that big boy off. But anyway, guys, I'm pulling up to the gym. Y'all have a good week. Be kind to one another. Be a good person. You know, don't be an asshole. That's pretty much the moral of the story. Don't be an asshole. So, anyway, peace.